this was a star-making moment for Lyra, and I say this because they they had all of us convinced that they were just gonna have Becky come in and massacre her, and take the title, and that'd be the way that they try to legitimize it. But I think this goes even further than that would have done to have Becky just hold the belt and say, "Oh, like it's legitimized." No, you're adding a bullet point on Becky Lynch's resume. Not saying she should never hold the belt, or maybe they shouldn't have like an exchange where they go back and forth with the title, where the case is. But just the fact that Lyra was able to best Becky Lynch, and what I mean by best, the way that they told the story in this match, it was brilliant. She plays a nasty heel so well, and she really leaned into it. That's when she's in her most effective. I don't like her babyface character as much, but Lyra seemed to have her well scouted. Everything that Becky threw at her, she had several counters. I'm talking for the armbar, for the manhandle slam, like for several times. Every time Becky would try something, Lyra had a counter and was able to consistently get the upper hand throughout the match. And of course, Becky had some moments where she had some fire, but like as I was watching, I was thinking, Lyra, she's getting. It seemed to me that she got most of the offense in, and she had an answer. She was prepared. It looked like she did her homework, and she was able to outsmart her in the finishing sequence. So it didn't make Becky Lynch look like she was some dunce or anything like that. It just looked like she just got outmatched or outwitted. And I like that because that's what Lyra needed so much. This is maybe the first time, if I recall correctly, you can uh, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time the women's IC title has been defended on a major event. So this is exactly what they needed. It was a shame that it took this long, and it took a Becky Lynch to get involved for them to do this. This should have been the crowning of the champion should have been done on the January 6th pay-per-view, or January 6th Monday Night Netflix debut, but they chose not to. I think they took that off into the subsequent week. But this championship should have been presented as a bigger deal before Becky Lynch got into the equation. Now I'm curious what they do on the back end of this with Bayley being involved, because she was taken out by Becky. Does this become a triple threat at some point, which I speculated that it will, or what's the case? I was fully anticipating Bayley to come out there and get involved at some point last night.
Yeah, should she had come out at the end of the match? Do you think so?
No, to me, I mean, it would have been predictable and it would have made sense, but I think that would have undermined Lyra's victory, because it would have been like, oh, you only
Her
won
coming out
because
after the match?
after that, like not
Yeah,
at the end, but after.
when Becky was kicking her ass after the bell run and had her in the armbar.
Something should
And
have, yeah.
then she just walked out and just started walking away.
Yeah, so that Bayley coming out then, that would have, yeah, sure.